BrewTube beer review. What's up with DJ today? He's got this sombrero on. He's got a t-shirt with dead people on it. Mr. Stuffy behind me sprouted a skull. What's going on here? Well, it's Dia de los Muertos. That's right. And to celebrate this day today, you know what my beer geek ass is doing. I'm having a beer. And what beer am I going to use to celebrate said day? Well, I'm going to use a beer from Aztec Brewing Company out of Vista, California, US of A. Yay, yay. And I'm going to have their Noche De Los Muertos. Now, Noche De Los Muertos is a rotating seasonal serving that they say is a Russian Imperial Stout. But I'm going to call this 10.2% ABV and 64 IBU beer a Mexican Imperial Stout. Why? Because they're using whole cinnamon sticks when they brew this, and it's supposed to have that sort of Mexican kind of vibe to it, like Mexican chocolate vibe to it. So, what about Aztec Brewing Company? Aztec Brewing Company was a brewery that was originally down in Mexico during the Prohibition years, and they would shoot some illegal hooch over the border into the San Diego and California sort of area. And eventually, once Prohibition went away in the 50s, I think it was like 1953, they actually moved to San Diego proper, and they changed the name to ABC. They were making macro lagers and popular beers at the time, and eventually got bought out by a bigger brewery, and they closed down or shut down the brand after a while, after the purchase of said brewery. Well, I guess the name and also the brewery itself and its culture was revived in 2010, and here we have Aztec Brewing Company for us now in Vista, California. So, this particular beer was given to me for my birthday. So, and I know for a fact this is probably about like 8 or 9 months old because it's been around for a while before my birthday time, by my lovely wife who's Mexican. So I figure we'll celebrate a little bit of the culture today, and we'll have this beer. So let's get the top popped on it, get it in the glass, and see what's up with the Noche de los Muertos. Let's see here. Oh, huge hiss, plenty of smoke off the top, unremarkable red crown. We've got our stemless snifter today to help us out. Let's get this one poured deep. A little 10.2% ABV action, you know I'm down with that. We got a big bomber today for us to celebrate. Feliz Dia de Muertos. Let's get an aroma on this beer after the appearance. So, we've got a deep, deep cocoa color head, as you can see on this one. Solid 2 fingers, really, really tight bubbles. Nice looking beer. Little tiny soap sudsy around the edge, but not really that much. When I look at it in the light, there's not really any light coming through all this. No ruby hints, no brown, no nothing coming through. When I swirl it, getting instant glass lacing and lots of alcohol legs, almost alcohol curtains coming out. Look at that beer though, guys. Really classic looking Russian or Mexican Imperial Stout looking beer. Let's get an aroma and see what's up in that department. Wow. First up, coffee, cocoa, toffee. A little bit of that cinnamon's in the background. Some nuttiness. It's like that deep espresso roast. Almost smells like a cafe macchiato. Really nice union between cinnamon, toffee, coffee, and chocolate. Really tasty, and has a nice malty sweetness in the overtone of the smell. Man, that's a lovely smelling brew. I'm thirsty. It's been a long day, so I'm gonna dive in. Salud. Wow. What hits you first is dark coffee. After that, the cinnamon plays in there. There's a nuttiness. Dark chocolate. Like pretty deep roasted, like dark chocolate cacao. I don't think there's a cacao nibs addition in this, but they pulled it off really well in the malt. It's a deep, dark roast, like the real dark roast espresso, combined with that chocolate bitterness. The cinnamon doesn't play a huge role. There's a little tiny bit of alcohol flavor in the taste. I'm drinking this pretty much close to perfect temperature, about 52 degrees, somewhere around there. I took it out of my cellar here, which this time of year is only about like 58 degrees, and I chilled it only slightly in the refrigerator. But it's a really nice tasting brew. Look at that nice instant glass lacing, guys. And I haven't really drank down a whole lot of that, but the aftertaste is of like a cafe au lait kind of, you know. You've got that. This reminds me a lot. Actually, I know it reminds me a lot of Elysian Dark of the Moon. but a lot bigger than that beer. It's not as nutty as that is, but that cinnamon's really playing in there. And man, I really enjoy this beer. It's real tasty, well balanced, and the 10.2% ABV is quite well hidden. There you do get some warming in the chest. So, and I would say that before I get into the grades here, the bitterness is all driven by the roast level, and just a real tasty brew. So, what do the other folks think about this? Great Beers give it a 94, and Beer Advocates give it an 88. I think I'm going to go A level on this myself. I'm going to give it a 93, just into the A category. It could use a little more mouthfeel. To me, it's a full medium mouthfeel, but it could be a little more coating, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, it could be a little more coating, but all the flavors and everything really play well together. So I'm going to give it an A. Why not? It's my birthday beer. I'm happy with it. I don't know how this is super fresh, but with 8 months on it, like it is now about, I think it's developed into a really nice tasting beer. And that's what we've got for you today. So if you guys have had this beer, let me know what you think about it. Rate, comment, all that good stuff. Get the quid pro quo going. We love that. And we got to talk about something else. We got to talk about thinking globally. I'm thinking of Dia de los Muertos. I'm thinking globally. We got to talk about drinking locally. Well, this ain't so much a local beer, but I am in my basement today. We got to keep supporting the craft beer movement, so guys like Aztec Brewing Company and other past breweries will come back into existence and bring cool riffs on styles like this to us. And to the next DJs BrewTube, thanks a million for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until then, Feliz Dia de Muertos and a big damn peace out!